welcome back to Making Games with Unity. So today I'm going to show you how to create your first code or script in Unity. Unity is using a programming language called C Sharp, so we're gonna use it. So to create our first script, we need to, of course, create a new scene for that. So let's start it. First, we need to create a new scene, so click File, New Scene. Okay, of course, if you want to save our last scene, we can save it, and then I'll just save it. And then here we are. We have our new scene. So right now, I'm going to show you on how to create a simple UI again. But this time we're going to add some simple script so that we have some interaction with it. So right now I'm just going to save it first. File, choose file, save as, choose our folder, project folder, scenes. Then I'm gonna name this my first code dash demo. All right. So we got our my first code demo here right now. So go to hierarchy view, right click on the UI, click the panel, and then right now we're gonna click UI again and create some text here, and then that's white, and I'm going to adjust the color by choosing the vector color here. I'm going to choose block again, and then I'm going to change the name of the text to okay, let's say just a status text. All right, so and then I'm going to change the status to okay, maybe I'll just put the status here and center it again, and then move it up. All right, so next I'm going to create a button UI. I'm just going to name it click button, and then I'm just going to change the text to click me. That click me. All right, so we got the status text here and click me here. All right. Maybe we need to adjust the button again by using the rect tool. It will be big enough to be click, and then of course save our scene and our project to make sure that everything is saved. And then we're going to create our first code right now. Click our project folder, go to scripts, and then just in here right click, click create, then choose C Sharp. Name it what you call that, my first code or scripts, my first script. All right. That's not good way on naming a script, but for this demo we're just going to do that. All right, so we have our first script now. What we can do right now is just double click this one so that it will open a code editor. So let's do that. Right now I'm using our Rider. Rider is a good tool for editing codes in Unity, but if you are using the Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code, that is also good. But Rider is so good. I suggest to if you have some spare money to buy this editor, it's really good. So right now it opened the script editor or the C Sharp editor, and then this is your first look inside Unity class. So my first script is the name of our class, and then model behavior is a class from Unity. It means our first script, it means my first script is extending from model behavior. It means our script inherits all the properties and method inside mono behavior. And that's it for now because this is just basic, so that's what happening. This thing here is the libraries or method or the class that we're using right now. So you'll notice that these two here is gray. It means we haven't used anything from them. See, we can safely remove them. So for now, we're just going to remove them because we're not using them, so that our code is clean. So inside my first script, we have got a default method, the start and the update. Like the comment says here, the start is called before the first frame update, and then we get the update here. The update method is called once per frame. So usually this is the first two method that you'll have when you create your first script. When you create a script, you can always delete them if you want, but for now we can delete this update because we're not updating anything on our first simple script. So right now the start, I think we don't need to use the start right now. So right now we're gonna make our first method. So but before that, we're gonna make our region. Region is a way to organize your code. So I'm gonna make a region for methods. Not that region. We need to put end region here, methods, and then we're gonna make our first method here. We're gonna call it first we're gonna put it public. Public means we can access it outside of this class, or we can also access it inside our inspector view. So I'm just going to name it click me, and then in here we can put our debug log. Debug log is a way to show some logs on our console view. For example, click me, you put click me here. So this is our first method, and then the region, I'm going to show you some magic. I can click this one and it will just close and open. It means if you get a lot of method here, you can just close them if you don't want to see them, and that's it. That is good. So we got our first script here. We can minimize it for now, but make sure you save it by controlling Control S, and then we're going back to our Unity project here. So in order for us to incorporate or integrate the script, we need to click canvas panel or any object that we wanted. But for me, I think the best way to put this code is inside the panel, which hold our text and the button. So panel, we can minimize some components here so that we'll have a clear view. You can now select our script, and then we can drag it like that, and you see that it's already here in our panel. And then next thing that we need to do is go to our button, because we wanted to do something when someone click the click me button here. So when you click the button, you will see some button script here or component. You can go down, scroll down, you will see this event on click. This is currently empty right now. Just click the plus button here, and then it will have some empty things on here. We can safely click the panel and drag it there, and then now our button has an access to our code via panel. So we can now click this no function now, select our code, which is my first script, look for our method that we just made, which is click me, and now it's already connected. Remember the code that we put here, we put some debug log. It means that when we click the button, the click me will show on the console log. So let's minimize this. Look on our button, it's already integrated and connected by a panel using our script, and now we can safely save our project and then click the play button, and then wait for it to run. Then we can click this. Click me. You see this? On our console view, the click me shows when we click it. So you see the number here, it means this same log repeat itself. It's the same thing. You can simply clear and click it again. It means this one just stuck it. We can, I think, remove that collapse so that we actually see that it's stacking. But because it's showing the same thing, it's a good thing to just click collapse so that you just know that it's been called that time. See the number here? It means it called 6 times. And there you have it. It means that something is going on right now. Alright, so usually that's how you're gonna use the debug log for checking if the code is actually working or interacting or doing something. So now we want to see something else. So right now we created a status here, right? So we can click the panel and click my first script, and you can double click it so that we can modify it, or in our case, because it's already open, just click this one. Alright, so we want to let's go back again. We want to show something on the status text here when we press the click me. So yeah, that's easy. So go back to the script. We're gonna make our first region, or another region which is called fields, because we're gonna put fields here. And these good things, because you need to, the region is really good thing to organize your code. You need to better learn this at the first time or the first place, because it will make your codes easier to navigate, read, and review. So in our case, we're gonna create a public method, public variable here, and we're gonna use the text mesh pro GUI, and then we're gonna put our status text here. It means we're gonna use it on our inspector. Public means we can access it outside of this class. So right now we put this, and then if we go back to Unity and check our panel, and it's still loading, you see that it got the status text here and it's empty right now. So right now we can click the status text and drag it there. And now that we already drag it there, we can go back to the script. We are sure now that this one have an access to that. So to have some interaction with that, we can create a new method here, like update status text, and then in here we're gonna make an if statement. This one only checks that if the status text is existing or not. Remember that we drag it, it means it's already existing. If we don't drag it, it will throw some error. So this one is just to make sure that it is there. So in here we're gonna access the status text, set text, and then in here we're gonna add some parameter, string of course, and some let's say status, also status message to be clear, and then we can put it inside. And then we're going to copy this method and put it on our click me method, and we can throw something like click. It means that this string here will be passed here, and then it will be updated using the status text. So we need to save that, then minimize again. So as expected, it will, the status here will be changed, the actual text here will be changed to click. So file save to make sure that everything is saved, then click play here, and then click me, and then see the text on the status text is updated. But there's something wrong because the status just replaced by click. If you don't want that, we can go back to our code, and then we can put some string here, and then usually people do this. Not this. Do this. So it means that you will pass some value, string value here, and then this status string will concatenate. Concatenate means we'll just add them in the layman's term. So let's say that. Okay, then wait for it. It's still saving. Then you can hit play, and then hit the click me. It works, but there's a better way to do that, an optimized way. You can add a $sign here, and then remove the plus. You can get this value, and then cut them, put some open and close curly bracket, and put it there. It's doing the same thing, but this optimized version, and it's faster. I forget the term about this, but if you are doing the concatenation, do this instead, because it can make your code better. And then just hit the clear here so that you have a clear console here. Hit play, and then hit the clicking. It does the same thing, but it's way better, and it's faster and optimized. So I suggest you to do that. Alright, so yeah, for now that's our first script. It's so simple, right? If you go inside your code, it's just a two method click method, which is called bar by our button, and an update status text, which update the text of our text. And then for recap, we add this code in the panel. We drag the status text in here, and then on our click button, we created on click event, we drag the panel so that we can access our first script here, and then we choose click me method so that it will call the method that we just created. And that's all, guys. It's so simple right now, and yeah, of course you'll get bored, but yeah, like I said before, basics is very important. You will learn a lot of things in the future, but basic will be your foundation. So I hope this video is interesting, and it gives you some idea on how to create a new C# code, on how to integrate your code on the UI, on how to create a simple interaction with the UI, and show you on how to use the console, on how to use a better way of concatenation, which is adding the string with the other string, and then make a simple method making your code organized by name by using regions, so that you can collapse and uncollapse them, so that you have a clear view. You know now this is a class, this is the name of your class, this is the library that your class is using right now. For example, this TextMesh Pro, because you use TextMesh Pro here, that's why it's using here. And then this whole class is extending Mono behavior, which came from Unity. And I think that's all for now, because yeah, we just want to make this simple and clear. I hope you guys learn something today, and I hope this will help you in your game development journey. And yes, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe if you want this kind of video, if you really want to create a game from scratch, if you don't have any idea yet on how to create your first game or application using Unity. This is the good tutorial for you. We'll make it very simple that anyone can learn and watch this, anyone without any idea. We just want to make sure that you at least know how to use computer, have an idea on how to code. And yeah, and again, yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something today. And yes, share it with your friends. Let's learn and make games together from scratch using Unity. So guys, thank you for watching, and see you on the next video, and have a nice day.